This year, my birthday landed on a Sunday, one of those rare, quiet golden afternoons where sunlight pours through the windows like warm honey and the air hums with the potential of laughter. It should have been the kind of day where joy fills the space and memories are made, but instead, the silence settled in, oppressive and heavy. I had splurged for the occasion. Booked a private room at Del Mar, far beyond my usual taste, but it felt right for a milestone like turning 40. You only get there once if you're lucky. The table was set beautifully, everything draped in rich mahogany, crystal glasses catching the light just so, and linen napkins meticulously folded into delicate swans. A glass of Bordeaux was poured, its deep red reflecting the soft light around me. The waiter glanced at the door behind me every few minutes, anticipation written in his eyes. I told myself they were just running late. But with every passing minute as the steak grew cold on my plate, I realized the lie was growing colder too. 40 minutes. No texts. No calls. Just the relentless ticking of my watch, dragging me toward the truth I didn't want to acknowledge. I picked up the phone and dialed Elise first. 20 years together. We'd been through so much: college, cancer scares, the long nights of building something from nothing. She picked up on the third ring, her voice breathless, unfamiliar in a way that felt wrong. "Oh, you're still doing that dinner thing?" She laughed, the sound light and carefree. "I'm in Positano, babe." "You're with Adrian." I paused, my fingers trembling just enough to make the wine ripple in my glass. "Adrian?" I asked, though deep down I already knew. The pit in my stomach was proof enough. And then through the phone came Adrian's voice, rich, confident, and dripping with arrogance. "Why bother, man? She'll divorce you soon. Anyway, you knew that, right?" I don't remember hanging up. I just remember the sting in my eyes, the coldness creeping up my spine. But more than that, I remember not shouting. Not pleading. I nodded and I smiled. Because betrayal, it's precise. Surgical even. It doesn't slice you in the chest where you expect. No. It cuts deeper in places where you don't even know you're vulnerable. You bleed, but so quietly, so slowly. I left the restaurant then, the wine untouched. The staff looked at me, pity in their eyes, like I was some forgotten old man who had no one left to care. I didn't say a word. I just left. Back at home, I packed a single bag and drove upstate to a cabin. There, I made a call. Her name was Mara, my best friend's widow. My friend had died in a car crash last year, one that Adrian had caused and covered up with his money and lawyers. Mara never got justice. I never got closure. I sent her a simple message, *dinner. I could use a real guest tonight, *. 3 hours later she arrived. The same sad eyes, the same hollow grace. We didn't talk about Adrian at first. Instead, we lit a fire and sat together in the warmth. She handed me a small wrapped box. Inside was a book, The Worn Pages of the Art of War, with one line underlined on page 87. "In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity." We posed by the fire, her cheek resting against mine, both of us holding glasses of champagne. The flames flickered behind us like something biblical. For a moment we looked good. The kind of people who had endured, survived, and found peace in each other's company. I sent the photo to Elise, no caption. Just the image. The reaction came almost immediately, texts, calls, buzzing nonstop. The screen lit up like a Vegas strip. *, who the hell is she? What are you doing? Answer me. You're being insane. This isn't funny. Adrian says you're spiraling. *. I took another sip of champagne, my gaze steady. Mara rested her head on my shoulder. We didn't say a word. I powered off my phone and popped the bottle. By morning, everything had shifted. A mutual friend sent me screenshots. Elise's meltdown all over social media. Adrian unfollowing her. Whispers of misuse of family funds. Rumors about Mara speaking to an attorney. I didn't have to say anything. The story had already told itself. A week later, I returned to the city and filed for divorce. I didn't fight for anything. No house, no car, no hollow possessions. Not anymore. Because some victories aren't loud. They're not in raised voices or slammed doors. They're in silence, in detachment. In standing tall when everyone expects you to crawl. I stared at my phone one last time, Elise's name blinking on the screen. A final attempt to reach out. But instead of answering, I deleted the number. Mara and I were not together, not like that.